So I go, all right, I got to pull back a little bit. People aren't seeing what I'm saying. I wore a country shirt. Things are getting a little off the rails here. Can I get back to Kanye West? Half of you probably downloaded his shit, all right? All right, here we go. So my wife got freaked out because I told him, like, early on, she was loving the guy. And I was thinking he was cool. And then one day I saw him do an interview, and he was talking shit about how great he was. And there was just this look that was in his eye, and it just made me nervous. I'm like, dude, this guy's volatile, man. There's something with this guy. He's making me nervous. This guy is like right on the edge of like snapping, right? She goes, you're out of your mind. And I was thinking, I don't know. I think this guy's fucked up. And then I was convinced, because one day I came walking in and she was listening to him do an interview and I didn't know it was him. And he was just in the middle of talking about how great he was. And I came walking in and all I did was hear this shit. And like literally a chill ran down my spine. And I just started thinking like, no. And I turned and I looked before it even registered that it was Kanye. My first thought was, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. It's just a black guy. Oh. Thank God. It's just a black guy. Yeah, no, you're right to pull back. This is right to get awkward here because you don't know where this could go. This could very easily go in a clannish direction, okay? So just let me clarify. Just hear me out. I'm thinking, thank God it's a black guy, meaning, thank God that ego that is in him, when that thing floated down from the heavens, or the cosmos, whatever the hell Joel Osteen shit you believe, all right? When that thing was floating down, it could have landed in anybody. Thank God it landed in a black guy. Thank God it got wrapped up in that, trapped within that. It's safe in there. No reason to worry when it's in there, because if that ego, however, had floated down and landed in a blue-eyed white dude, there is no telling the damage that could have been done. You're talking entire civilizations wiped out, worldwide famine, the moon colliding with the earth. Thank God that ego landed in a black guy. Because he's just as nuts as some of the craziest white dudes of all time. He just doesn't have the opportunity to follow through with the madness. Right? Yeah, there's a glass ceiling on evil. You never noticed that? Dude, go home, put on the History Channel. Like the top 9 out of 10 most batshit crazy dudes who ever walked the earth are all white dudes. Now, why is that? Because white dudes are more evil than anybody else? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. We definitely got the numbers. But I think it's different. I just think, you know what it is? Nobody's watching white dudes. All right? White dudes don't, too many of them gather and somebody pulls up. All right, break it up. Keep it moving. Get out of here. Getting pulled over for no fucking reason. None of that shit. You're a white dude. It's just an open field. Anything you think, hey, I'm going to do that. No one's stopping you. You just start running. Next thing you know, you're handing out buttons. You got your own uniform. You're starting a fucking war, right? All Kanye West is allowed to do is fuck up an award show every 3 to 4 years, make a public service announcement a little awkward for Mike Myers. That's as far as he's ever gonna get. I know. You don't believe me, dude. Okay. Next time Kanye's going off on himself, I'm telling you, just close your eyes, forget it's him, and really listen to what is coming out of this guy's mouth. He says shit like, I'm a genius. I'm a god. I'm Shakespeare. My biggest regret is I'll never get to see myself perform live. That's a direct quote. My biggest regret is I'll never get to see myself perform live. Dude, you put that ego in a white dude that is, ich bin einen in der Streisen. What's the Blitzkrieg? What's a superior race? Vienna will return to Deutschland first. No, I'm telling you, but we're okay. We're okay. It's in a black guy. Nothing's gonna happen. You never notice that shit? Crazy black guys, the far as they can get, they can just freak people out on the subway. They can stand on a street corner with their book and their friends just yelling about white people. These people, they got tails. The motherfuckers got tails. They're evil. And you just cross the street. That's it. In a perfect world, Hitler never would have made it past the subway level. That's as far as he ever would have got. You would have just been sitting on the train. Hey, what are you going to do tonight? I play a little fantasy football, I don't know. And the door just opened. He just come walking through. Once they should have the blue eyes and the blonde hair and the pubes like the sun. And you're just sitting there like, okay, just ignore him. Just ignore him. Let him pass through. Let him pass through. And he'd just walk into the other part of the train. Literally a world war just passing through. But he was a white dude. No one watched him, and his hair was flopping around, and nobody gave a fuck. All right? So that's kind of like the weird lesson that I learned with Kanye West. You know? Like every once in a while, racism works. Like 99.9% of the time, it's the ugliest thing we do to one another. But every once in a while, we get lucky, and that marble, it rolls into the right hole, and we get off easy. We got off easy with that guy. I got to commend you guys. You did well with the Hitler reference. You did all right. Nothing quiets a room like dropping the H-bomb. You bring up Adolf Hitler, it gets fucking quiet to this day. This dude fucking, he died like, what, 75 fucking years ago, allegedly, you know? Some people think he went down to South America, und war er so brown, right, for the rest of his life. At this point, even if he lived, he's fucking dead, right? We can go with that, right? But still, to this day, though, even though he died, let's say, 75 fucking years ago, he's still the benchmark for evil. Have you ever noticed that? He is the reference. Anytime you want to say somebody's evil, you just say, he is the next Hitler. Donald Trump, he's the next Hitler. Saddam Hussein, he's the next Hitler. It's always, he's the next Hitler, okay? I don't know what the fuck they used to say before Hitler came around, right? He's the next Genghis Khan. He's the next Napoleon. I don't know, Ivan the Terrible. I don't know what they said. But whatever they used to say, he wiped them all out. He was so fucked up, it's like what they did didn't even exist anymore, right? It's like when Michael Jordan came into the NBA. He was so fucking good. He wiped out everyone. No one ever goes, he's the next Dr. J, he's the next Wilt. No one says that. It's always, he's the next Mike, right? Adolf Hitler is the Michael Jordan of evil. He is. Like Nike literally should have made him a sneaker, like a giant fucking boot. You know, it's all stiff around your knees so you get that walk going down, right? Like if there was an evil Hall of Fame, you gotta put Hitler in. He's first ballot Hall of Fame evil, okay? Undeniable stats. He's got the career numbers, you know? 6 to 9 million dingers, you're getting in. You're getting in. People, it's a sports analogy. I'm not advocating what the man did. Can we all be adults here? All right? Am I gonna be on a split screen tomorrow morning with some blogger on some Good Morning Nashville show? Comedy, can it go too far? Last night at the Ryman Theater, making fun of fat people sinking cruise ships was all fine. Suddenly, it took a horrible, horrible turn. Fortunately, local blogger Maggie Magenhall was on the scene. Maggie, can you describe what you were subjected to during last night's horrible rant?
Well, first of all, everybody that knows me knows I have a great sense of humor. I think this is funny, I think that is funny, but that last night, that was not funny.
It always goes down like that. They always have to establish what a wonderful sense of humor they have. No, it's a sports analogy. Okay? 6 to 9 million. He got all of that one. He had power from both sides of the plate. He'd have his own fucking wing. Okay, but this is what kills me about Hitler. Killed 6 to 9 million people. Meanwhile, Stalin killed 20 to 25 million. Basically over the exact same period. Okay? Yet he cannot get arrested in the conversation of most fucked up dude who ever walked the planet. It's always, he's the next Hitler. He's the next Hitler. Well, how many fucking people do you have to kill just to get a little shout out? A little tip of the cat? What do you think of this guy? It's always, he's the next Hitler. How about every once in a while, this guy's a little Stalin-esque. I see a little JoJo in this guy, right? He almost tripled his fucking numbers. He gets brought up like he was a backup. Why don't his kills count? Is anybody, why doesn't his fucking kills count? I don't get, is it because he just looked like some regular guy, like your neighbor, you know? Driving a little John Deere. Hey, I just killed 1 million Ukrainians. Meet me, and just drives around his yard. Is that what it is? I think it is. Hitler just, I don't know, he just looked the part. He's like from central casting. You couldn't pick a more evil looking dude. Like, go home tonight, Google pictures of Adolf Hitler. Get put on the same watch list that I'm on, all right? I'm telling you, there's not one cute picture of that guy his whole life. It's just all pure evil. There's no, like, teenage, like, boy band years, like... You Google a picture of Adolf as a baby. You look at that thing, you're like, dude, drown that fucking thing. Drown it. Take it down to the river, stick it under a rock. If you don't do it, I'm gonna fucking do it. I swear to God, it's looking at me. I would kick it right in its baby chest and feel no guilt whatsoever. Dude, Hitler is actually so evil, he actually makes me want to learn how to speak German. You know what I mean? Because I just want to know, like, what the fuck was he saying to those people? Every speech, he's so clearly out of his fucking mind. It's got to be what he's saying. The fuck did he say? There's no way he said what he planned on doing from the get-go. Some unknown candidate, right? Early on. Okay, our next speaker coming to the stage to possibly run Deutschland for the foreseeable future. His name is, oh dear, I left my glasses backstage. Is that Alan? Is it Alan? Oh, Adolf. Adolf, okay. Okay. Whew, this guy's got a bee in his bonnet. Okay, please welcome Adolf Hitler. You got 3 minutes, buddy. What, I'm going to kill millions of people. I know what they should look like. The eyeballs sit there and beat to the butt. I have the ovens for the rest of the people. Dude, you can't come out of the gates talking to crowds like that. You're gonna freak them out. You can't go that hard in the beginning, you know? You can do that in the woods with a couple of drinking buddies, freaking people out, like, hey, Matt, relax, there's girls here. Jesus Christ. I think I got a shot here. I'm trying to get laid. Can you just be a wingman? For once in your life, dude, can you just be a fucking, just bring the energy down. Nobody gives a fuck about your fucking theories, okay? Just be a chill guy. You got shit on the side of your mouth. You either grow a mustache or don't. You look ridiculous. I'm sorry, ladies. He gets a little excited. You know what I think he was doing? I think he was just being a crowd-pleasing hack, if I had to guess. He's just telling those Germans what they wanted to hear. Once we have the best cars, we have the best women. Oktoberfest is the shit! And he's just shooting free T-shirts up. Fucking armbands, right? I don't know, it's just something that's always bothered me. Not always, just recently. I'm just going like, this guy kills 6 to fucking 9. We definitely don't want another one of those. Well, what about this guy, 20 to fucking 25? You know? You know what it is? There's probably a couple of egghead history majors out there going, well, Bill, if we're gonna go around the world, you know, what about that dude Mao from China? He allegedly killed 50 to 60 million people. What about that guy? How come you don't bring him up? Simple. I don't count those kills. I don't count them. Dude, there's like 1 billion people in China. You wipe out on a scooter, you're gonna kill 80 not even trying. 50 to 60 million, that's like steroid era stats. It's like, get the fuck out of here. What are you on? Come on. I'm supposed to believe that number? That's like when a second baseman